Yes, sir. What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy D Nally, aka Don Squally, and we are back at it with another Forza Motorsport 7 video, man. As always, we are taking your requests, so don't forget to leave down in the comment section what you guys want to see on the next build. I don't even know what kind of car this is. I just jumped out inside of it. This thing's an absolute monster, man. But for today's video, we do have a request. Now, in my last couple of videos, I was kind of asking for you guys to kind of request some oddball cars, ones that you don't really see or hear of too much, you know, on YouTube or in this game in specific. And, you know, you guys did have a couple of really sick requests, but one stood out to me in particular because I think this is the only game that actually has this car. But that request is coming from Jeremy Thompson, and he wants to see, oh, it looks like we got a little bit of a glitch, no big deal. And he wants to see the Chevy Colorado build, man. Now, you know, honestly, this is one of those cars that I'm kind of questioning why it's in Forza Motorsport 7 as opposed to, you know, Forza Horizon 3, which obviously would be you would think the better game to have a vehicle like this. Now, the truck in question, the Chevrolet Colorado ZR2 right here. Now, I'm not too sure what kind of motor this thing has in it, but I'm hoping that it's something that we can work with here. I wouldn't mind keeping the stock powertrain just to see what this thing is all about. Obviously, we're going to start out with a manufacturer color right off of the bat. Now, I do like this blue, so I think that's going to be the one that we start out with. Now, I'm going to go with the stock parts. I don't really feel the need to homologate. I like to do my own thing here, Forza, but I appreciate your suggestions. Now, what we need to do first and foremost, obviously, jump into that tuning and upgrade shop. Now, I'm thinking we're just going to check out the motor swap options real quick. 6.2 liter V8. Now, it doesn't really tell me. Looks like we got about 325 horsepower stock. Now, this new motor, oh, wait a second. I'm a little bit confused here, to be honest. Now, the restrictions, new. I'm thinking what we're probably going to do, let's work with the stock motor. I'm hoping it's at least a V8 in this thing. Probably should do some Googling, but if you guys know, let me know down in the comment section. Now, what I want to do for this, this specific build is a mall crawler build. And if you guys don't know what that means, pretty much a truck that's never going to go off-road. I want to build something that looks nice, that's a little bit stancy, maybe a little bit ricey for some of you truck guys, but I think in the end it's going to work out here. So with that being said, we're going to check out a couple of options here for the bumper. Now, obviously, you know, a mall crawler would probably have some sort of a light bar, but I just don't like this big front bumper grill cage that they have around the lights. So I think we're just going to go with a simple little tow hook here. Nice little touch there. Now, it does look like we have the option for a rear wing. I'm guessing just a tonneau cover, but no, it looks like we actually have some nice roll cages here. Now, I do like the one with the tire here. Really gives it a nice Baja look, but I think I'm going to have to go with the roll bar with the lights on the top. Like I say, mall crawler should have at least some form of roof light, or if not, you know, at least a light bar on the front bumper. Now, those street side skirts appear just to be the side step shaved off. I kind of like the side step, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that on there. Now, for the tire compound, obviously, we should have a race tire compound. Pure street tire for this street truck. You know, the definition of mall crawler in my mind is just a nice truck, a little bit squatted, nice wide set of rims with a nice lip on it, and obviously some street tires, a nice set of racing tires. Now, I'm a car guy, you know, at heart, so if I were to get a truck, I'd probably get a little two-door rear-wheel drive, you know, kind of, I don't know, just squatted out a little bit with a nice set of rims. But what we're going to do for this one, I'm going to skim through a few options. There's a lot of choices here. I'm going to try to find the ones that I like the most here. Now, what I'm looking for here really is the biggest dish. Now, I know this wheel looks a little bit small here on the truck as it is right now, but I'm hoping this dish here, once we beef that front wheel up, the diameter here, we're going to go up, I mean, pretty much as high as it's going to get, man. I think that's looking pretty nice right there. Now, I don't know. These wheels, I like them, but I have a paint scheme in mind that I really want to roll with on this, but I don't know. I'm hoping these wheels are going to work for that. Man, this was a much easier thing to do on the Raptor, where the wheels are already poke out so much. Not going to lie, this is looking a little bit goofy. We may have to go back to the drawing board with the wheels here, ladies and gentlemen. But bear with me, bear with me. I'm going to try to pull this one together. Clutch upgraded, even though I'm almost 100% certain this thing's going to be an automatic. We're going to go ahead and upgrade the transmission. Ah, man, those wheels. Okay, we got to change these wheels up real quick here. I'm gonna try to find something a little bit different here for you guys folks, now that we got that diameter that we're looking for. Alrighty, so I skimmed through quite a few wheels, and to be honest, with the diameter this big, this really looks like something you'd see off a GTA. But I think this wheel right here, even though we don't have quite as of an aggressive lip, I still do like the 5-spoke design here, and I think this is going to look nice. So what we're going to do now is probably, I think we got to make these tires just a little, maybe instead of doing the, what is this, a 23? Let's do a 22 up in here. Not quite as ridiculous of a rim on here. I think that might help just a little bit with the, you know, the weird looking aspect that we're working with here. And then next up, what I think we're going to have to do is jump into these brakes. Definitely upgrade those. The red calipers, really a nice little touch here. Now for the suspension, I was really thinking of doing a squatting, you know, dropping the back down quite a bit. But because this is like almost a mid-sized truck, I almost want to see what this thing looks like just completely slammed. Now, I mean, this is some, I don't know, this body style on this truck with the bumper being so like rounded and stuff, it's just not really my style. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of the like first generation Colorados and the Canyons. I was actually looking one, like, you guys know that I bought a van just for like hauling car parts around and stuff like that on my other channel. And I mean, I was looking for a nice 2-door rear wheel drive Canyon, but it was just, the prices were pretty expensive, and the mileage that was on these trucks for like $5 grand was well over 200,000 kilometers. And I don't know, I wanted something more reliable with less kilometers and obviously less money, so I bought the van, and it's been treating me great ever since. You know, I really can't complain, other than the fact that it's a van and it really sucks when I'm out and I see other people cruising in the cars. But, you know, it's not that often. The Black G is out of hibernation. We've been driving that bad boy for quite some time now. Obviously, we're going to jump on here. Tuning, not quite so much, but I am going to lower this thing. I really want to see this thing as low as it'll get, but I don't think that's really going to happen. As far as the camber, we're going to put just a little bit of negative camber on the rear here, and that's going to be pretty much it. I don't see this truck getting very stancy, but, you know, we tried. Last but not least, we do have to jump in here and paint it, and I think for a mall crawler, this thing deserves a nice bright paint job. And let's see if we can find that right now. Now, last time with the, I think we did a Raptor mall crawler, man. That we did a nice purple on there, but I almost want to see a metallic purple or some sort of a metallic color on this thing. So I'm going to jump into the aluminum. Let's say aluminum gloss, and then let's put a little bit of tint on this. Obviously, the red looking very sharp. I do like the red on this thing. That looks badass. But let's just go a little bit through the spectrum. Oh, that orange was fire too, bro. Oh, yeah, that orange right there. Yes. I think we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and add that up real quick. Now the wheels, I do like chromed out, so I'm going to go ahead and leave those the way they are. I don't know, man. Should we black out the wheels with this nice orange paint job? Yeah, I don't know, man. What do you guys think, man? Leave them stock or black those things out? It's a tough call. I do almost want to black it out because it does look sharp, but I think, oh, you know what might even look better is the white wheels. There it is. That's the touch that we were looking for. And I think that's pretty much it as far as the paint goes. We're going to go ahead and save that. And I do want to throw a little bit of decals along the side here. Now, I know typically, you know, for racer builds, we do put decals. But I think for this truck, for trucks, it's a little bit different. I think a nice little, some sort of stripe for some contrast along the side will look pretty nice on this thing. So I'm going to try to find something a little bit off camera. I'm going to experiment and let you guys know what I find. Obviously not the most ideal pinstripe, but I did decide to go along with this tear along the side of the truck. Now I was almost thinking of doing like a half and half, you know, like a black on the top, gold at the bottom. Actually, yeah, that would look absolutely sick. That's what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. New game plan. Insert all from the right side. Top and hood getting blacked out as well. You know, I was having a tough time finding something that really suited this truck. And I think, what are we doing here? Change position is what we need to do. Size. There we go. And I think this is going to be a nice little touch, doing the little half and half on this thing. Obviously, oh, we got to get the top there. Yeah, boy, that's going to look sick. Liking it. You guys let me know what you think of this one down in the comments section. I'm going to do both sides here, and then we're going to take this thing out onto the road. And I think that is going to be a wrap. Now, I'm hoping there's going to be some sort of an off-road type track here. I really don't think there is. Forza's 7 or Motorsport anyways, not really an off-road type of, you know, game. So I think we might just have to take this thing straight street truck out here and see what it's all about. Now, keep in mind that we did twin turbocharge the stock motor on this thing. Not exactly sure what kind of engine this comes with stock. I'm going to assume some sort of an inline 6, if not a V6. But man, this thing's actually pretty peppy. Now, we did do the rear wheel drive swap, so I'm hoping it's not too hard to control. Obviously, pickup trucks very light in the back end due to, you know, there not being anything there other than a hollow box. I gotta say, this thing, the brakes are really nice. It stays relatively flat. It whips pretty good. We took her a little wide there. But I could certainly, I mean, this thing is a track monster, man. Never mind mall crawler. That blow-off valve making all kinds of beautiful sounds. Oh, man. I'm telling you, the brakes on this thing are phenomenal for, I mean, I'm driving a pickup truck. I mean, and now, you know, these days, this would be, you know, considered a mid-sized truck. But you go back maybe 10, you know, 15 years ago, this is a full-size truck here, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm just mobbing the hell out of this thing around this track. You know, it takes me a second most time, you know, when I usually make a video, most cars that I'm driving for the first time, to get used to them, make sure that I don't crash them, which I often do. But this thing is pretty friggin' easy to maintain and manage on the track. That rear wheel drive giving me the option to break it loose if I want. Took it a little wide there on the grass. Those street tires, or those race tires, not helping anything. But just spinning them all the way up into second gear. Hit that e-brake a little bit. Now I remember when these Colorados and Canyons first came out, I believe they were, you know, rebadged Holdens or something like that. European trucks, or I think they were actually Japanese or something like that. Let me know down in the comment section. They were rebadged something or other. So there's the possibility that that's the case with this truck as well. But man, this is a nice little truck, I'm not gonna lie. Get a little interior shot here. I mean, this has got to be some sort of an inline or a V6. And I mean, if you could put 2 turbos on it and be mobbing in real life as you are in Forza, I mean, that's halfway decent right there. But I mean, I feel like we covered pretty much all the bases in this one, so we're probably, I just want to keep driving this thing, man. I'm not gonna lie, this is a fun little rig that I built right here, man. I think once I'm done this video, I'm probably gonna do a couple more hot laps in this thing, but for the sake of keeping the video somewhat short and enjoyable, we're gonna go ahead and put an end to this one. So as always, if you guys did enjoy this one, don't forget to smash that like button if you guys want to see more and you are not subscribed yet. I mean, definitely do so, man. We are putting out videos like this on the regular, and you know, I'm just happy to bring this kind of content to you guys on YouTube. And yeah, so let me know what you guys want to see. And as always, I am your boy, D Nolly, aka Don Squally. With that being said, we are gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Recovery of a lifetime. Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh fuck! Yeah, keep on rolling there. Yeah. Don't worry about the race or anything.